firm. This is RTV6 News at 6, working for you.
Taking a look from our Weather Now cameras, a gorgeous Saturday evening. Rain not a factor for us, at least through this weekend. Thanks for joining us here at 6 o'clock. I'm Nicole Griffin in the tracking center with meteorologist Kyle Mounds. Kyle, today is just a gorgeous day to get outside.
Yeah, beautiful out there because it's been nice and dry, and also that humidity has been very low, and that is certainly a game changer this time of year. It's 84 degrees right now. There's that humidity at 32%, almost a non-factor with that dew point in the lower 50s. And we've got our light wind out of the west-northwest between 5 and 10 miles per hour for us right now. As we go through the next couple of hours, these temperatures will start to cool back a little bit, but right now you're still well into the 80s in Bedford at 87, 82 degrees for you in Muncie, and 80 with sunshine in Crawfordsville. This area of high pressure continuing to build over central Indiana, and that is keeping any rain chances at bay. You can see just a couple of light showers up around Minneapolis. So if you're heading off to the Indiana State Fair this evening, beautiful weather there for you. Temperatures still in the lower 80s through 8 o'clock, 74 by 10 with mostly clear skies. We'll take it hour by hour through your Sunday in just a few minutes.
Kyle, thank you. Hundreds of people defended him when he was demoted. The Pendleton police chief now has his job back, but some people say the path to reemployment was not transparent enough. RTV6's Graham Hunter is live tonight with the very latest on this story. Graham.
Well, Nicole, this is where it all went down Thursday night, a last-minute addition to the town council's meeting that led to the reinstatement of Mark Ferrer as the town's police chief. The motion for reinstatement was made by Councilman Shane Davis and passed with a 3-2 vote. Ferrer was removed by council in January after making social media posts that were deemed inappropriate. A petition circulated after his removal that received hundreds of signatures calling for him to be brought back on as police chief, but no items were ever added to this week's town council agenda for a discussion on the subject. And some community members are upset that they never got a chance to weigh in on Ferrer's reinstatement.
I don't feel like there was transparency. I don't feel like there was a fair and equitable way for people to voice their concerns. And I'm not sure anybody would have shown up that was against him. I would have.
Coming up tonight at 11, we'll hear more from Mr. Parlos on how he thinks town council should have handled this decision. We're reporting live in Pendleton. Graham Hunter, RTV6.
Graham, thank you. Tonight, a veteran Indiana State Trooper is hospitalized in critical condition after a motorcycle crash early this morning. Detective Philip Byers was off duty at the time of the crash. He was on his own personal motorcycle. Medics were called to I-465 just south of I-69 around 8:30 this morning. They found Byers lying on the interstate. Investigators believe a car collided with Byers' motorcycle, which sent him crashing into the rear end of a semi. Investigators do not believe drugs or alcohol were involved in this crash. Byers is a 24-year veteran of the state police force. Intercepting and reducing gun violence, not just here in Indianapolis, but across the country, were the goals of a peace walk held today at George Washington Park. The group We Live Indy, created by a Warren Central student after he lost his classmate to gun violence, held the 3rd annual peace walk. Joining them in their continued fight to reduce youth violence were 2 national gun violence prevention activists and peace educators. One, a survivor of the Pulse nightclub shooting in Florida, and another from the Santa Fe High School shooting.
We wouldn't need to march if there wasn't issues within this community and issues that they want solved. And so I definitely commend as many people that came out for coming out, because they have a vision and they have a belief that something needs to change, and they're standing up to do exactly that.
Continuing this fight, each and every day, it's an uphill battle, but at the same time, I realize that, it's a fight that needs to be carried on.
Those taking part in today's walk say it's important to educate people and raise awareness about their efforts to reduce violence. They say they aren't giving up on advocating and working to provoke change, not just here, but all across the country. Democratic presidential candidates calling for tougher gun laws in the wake of 2 deadly shootings that left 31 people dead and dozens more injured. Here's ABC's Trevor Ault with the details.
In the wake of those deadly mass shootings in El Paso and Dayton, gun safety advocates coming together at a forum in Des Moines as many Democratic presidential candidates are in Iowa campaigning at the state fair.
Activists like you are seeing to it that these issues will not be ignored in this presidential election. America is with us in demanding common sense gun safety.
18 candidates participating in today's forum.
We need reasonable gun safety laws in our country, including universal background checks and a renewal of the assault weapons ban.
With many suggesting the shooting in Dayton confirms the need for an assault-style weapons ban.
These weapons are designed to kill lots of people very, very quickly. And we saw it in Dayton within 30 seconds, 9 people are dead and almost 30 people are injured.
Those police officers got there in 1 minute, but it still wasn't good enough because of the kind of weapon that he had.
And under growing pressure on Friday, the president seeming to support stricter background checks.
There's been no president that feels more strongly about the Second Amendment than I do. However, we need meaningful background checks so that sick people don't get guns.
But some Democrats say that's not enough.
This is a challenge to Mitch McConnell in the Senate and to every politician out there to stand up against the NRA.
In Washington, new signs Republican leadership may be reconsidering long-held stances on gun control.
Background checks and red flags would probably lead the discussion. Those are two items that for sure will be front and center.
The House passed 2 background check bills back in February, but so far McConnell has refused to bring them up for a vote. Trevor Ault, ABC News.
Trevor, thank you. The Delphi deaths investigation has yet to find the killer, but today the families are continuing to focus on the teenage girl's legacy. RTV6's Rafael Sanchez reports from a fundraiser in Monticello.
26 teams drove off to play 18 rounds of golf. Beyond seeking bragging rights, they also came to support the families of Abby Williams and Libby German.
Obviously, to remember our girls. You know, it's just been a tough road.
We live in a great community and a lot of support and love where we live.
It's an unknown mystery, which it bothers everybody to not ever be solved, which we all want it to be, because everybody wants some closure on this.
This is the 3rd year the Pine View Golf Course in Monticello hosts this tournament. Dollars raised benefit the construction of the Abby and Libby Memorial Park, which is beginning to take shape with the help of local companies volunteering their services. The park will support athletics through softball fields and the arts through an amphitheater.
We've got the infields put in for the softball fields. The whole park, the whole area is all now constructed onto a grade.
Does that look about right? I like that,
yeah. This is more than just a fundraiser. It also serves as a reminder that the killer of 2 young girls is still wanted. Working for you in Monticello, Rafael Sanchez, RTV6.
Rafael, thank you. Indy-based Milestone Construction has allowed multiple employees to work on the project in Delphi. During the golf tourney, Abby's mother was hosting a fundraiser at the same time with family in Michigan to also benefit the park. Today, 41 recruits from IU Police Academy are one step closer to serving communities across the state and possibly even the country. The students, which attend IU campuses all over Indiana, walked across the stage, graduating today in Bloomington. A spokesman for IU says this is the only academy in the nation that allows recruits to work as a police officer while in the academy. Past graduates currently hold positions with the FBI, Secret Service, Indiana State Police, IMPD, even Noblesville PD. Graduates of the academy are now state certified law enforcement officers with full police authority. In Lawrence, firefighters and police officers are teaming up to build stronger relationships with the community they serve. Today, the city held its annual Community Safety Day. As you see here in this video, police were able to demonstrate what they do every day in a controlled and safe environment. It's a chance for community members to learn more about the job of a police officer and firefighter, the challenges they face, and also the good parts of the job. There were also demonstrations with K-9 officers showing off their skills and the kids got to learn some skills of their own fighting a mock house fire.
This is really a special day because, you know, the police and fire, it's a great public safety team, but this is one of the days that we're able to show what we do in a controlled environment that's safe.
They get to see, you know, kind of the human side of our police officers and firefighters. They get to see that we've got kids, that we enjoy, you know, all these different booths and the fun part of what we do in public safety.
The police chief says it's a fun day that gives kids a chance to see that police officers are not scary and they can trust them. They say today's beautiful weather made for a great turnout. Well, you're watching RTV6 News at 6. We'll be right back after this break.
Only at Ashley Home Store. This is home.
This is RTV6 News at 6, working for you.
Welcome back. Accused sex trafficker Jeffrey Epstein is dead from an apparent suicide. Authorities say Epstein hanged himself early this morning in a New York prison cell. He was awaiting trial on charges of conspiracy and sex trafficking and facing 45 years in prison if convicted. ABC's Megan Tevrizian is in New York with the latest.
Jeffrey Epstein's body leaving a New York hospital today. The Federal Bureau of Prisons saying around 6:30 this morning, Epstein was found unresponsive in his cell in the special housing unit, dying from an apparent suicide. His death coming a little more than 2 weeks after the New York financier charged with conspiracy and sex trafficking was found on the floor of his cell with bruises on his neck. He was temporarily placed on suicide watch after that incident. Lawmakers today questioning why that status changed. Attorney General William Barr saying he is appalled and says the death raises serious questions that must be answered. Chairman of the Senate Judiciary Oversight Committee, Senator Ben Sasse, writing the Attorney General, quote, he should have been locked in a padded room under unbroken 24/7 constant surveillance. Obviously, heads must roll.
What bothers me about this is I want this investigation to continue. I don't think this suicide should be used as to just say, well, this is over now, the bad guy died. I think there were other bad people involved in this.
His alleged victims also weighing in. Jennifer Arouse saying she is angry he won't have to face his survivors in court. Jenna Lisa Jones saying, quote, he once again thought he was above us and took the easy way out. Epstein's death comes one day after 2,000 pages of documents were unsealed in federal court relating to a 2015 defamation case against an Epstein associate. In court filings, that accuser says she became an underage sex slave for Epstein and was directed by the associate and Epstein to have sex with many, quote, powerful men, including numerous prominent American politicians, powerful business executives, foreign presidents, and other world leaders. Those allegations not proven. The FBI and Inspector General will now investigate the circumstances of Jeffrey Epstein's death. Megan Tevrizian, ABC News, New York.
Megan, thank you. Taking a turn now to weather. Kyle, I don't think today could have been a better weather day to get outside. We know so many events across the city.
Yeah, a lot happening and a great day to get out there and enjoy some of that beautiful weather with the top down. Check out this video. If you got a Corvette, yeah, we got a lot of them here. More than 150 Corvettes were shined up and on display today in Noblesville. The car show hosted by the Circle City Corvette Club, which handed out awards for best in show and club participation. The Circle City Corvette Club is a big supporter for the RTV6 toy drive each December, even in the snow and cold. The club members line up their Corvettes on Monument Circle filled with toys for kids in central Indiana. We appreciate them, of course, and some of the proceeds from today's car show will help out with the toy drive. Well, we got some beautiful weather, lots of sunshine out there, and soon enough we'll be talking about some snow and cold, but not today. Sunshine and 84 in downtown, 85 for you in Martinsville, and 83 degrees in Kokomo. Those temperatures by 8 o'clock this evening will be into the middle 70s, 77 in Indianapolis. As we go into tomorrow morning, we'll drop down some areas again into the upper 50s, but more likely lower half of the 60s is where we will start off our Sunday. And as we take you hour by hour through the day, we start off the second half of the weekend with some sunshine. We'll have some more clouds around, partly sunny skies as we go through the afternoon. Those temperatures already to 80 degrees for you at noon. We'll get into the middle and upper 80s, so a few degrees warmer and also just a little more humid. Still not not oppressively humid, but you'll notice it out there, and that will increase that heat index value just a little bit. TrueCast 12:30 tomorrow afternoon. We'll see a few of those clouds, but we're continuing to see that those rain chances just may not make it in here tomorrow, so that'll be okay for your outdoor plans. Once again, looks like it will be a dry forecast for us. Those temperatures, 88 for you in Bloomington, 87 in Lafayette and Muncie, and again, it'll feel a little closer to 90 with a little more humidity. We'll actually make it to about 90 degrees on Monday with partly sunny skies and a 30% chance for some showers and thunderstorms. Some of those could be strong to severe. Already, the Storm Prediction Center has put out a slight risk Monday from Indianapolis to the north for some of those severe storms and a marginal risk south of there for some gusty winds, possibly some hail in those. But I think much of Monday is going to be dry. This is TrueCast. As we go to 8 o'clock Monday evening, a couple of isolated showers out there, but it's really overnight into Tuesday. We start to see that complex of thunderstorms moving through, and then it should get out of here fairly early in the day on Tuesday. 7-day planning forecast, we put it all together for you, and there are the warm and fairly steamy temperatures the next few days here. We're going to have those highs around 90 degrees, 84 and partly sunny on Wednesday. So once we get the showers and storms out of here, it cools down a little bit. Briefly, we're back close to 90 degrees by next weekend.
Tonight, a great night to get out to the fair. I was telling you on my way in, the cars were lined up.
Takes a little while to get in there, but then plenty of room to spread out and enjoy some of that food.
All right, Kyle, thank you. Finding the next generation of people to work on cars, we'll show you a program that's helping students get hired, sometimes straight out of high school. That's coming up.
Team Jetta, Tiguan, and select Atlas models.
Hiring Hoosiers is highlighting programs that move you or someone you know from the classroom to career. Oil changes and rebuilding cars. Those are just a couple of things that students are learning at the Walker Career Center on the campus of Warren Central High School on the east side. In the 2-year automotive program, they gain the skills needed to better prepare for life in the auto industry. While in class, they actually earn college credits and will get their automotive service excellence certification, which makes them a professional auto tech. Many of the students also get to do extended learning opportunities, which allow them to work at an actual business like Tom Wood Ford, and that is exactly what one student, Logan Proctor, is doing right now.
It's a really good opportunity, and they're offering to pay like $3,000 your college back every year you're with them, and they give you $4,000 worth of tools, all because I chose to take this class 2 years ago.
Very cool. Instructors say the average age of technicians right now is in the mid-50s, which means they may be retiring soon, and that is why they need younger techs like Proctor to join the workforce. We'll be right back with the final check of your forecast.
Jetta, Tiguan, and select Atlas models.
From beauty bloggers and YouTubers, the hot new topic is Dollar General's new makeup line. Annie Taylor put it to the test to see if the inexpensive makeup holds up to the high-end brands.
A new makeup line has hit store shelves, and boy, is it affordable. Welcome to the Dollar General, and this is Believe Beauty, where a majority of the items are under $5. We decided to test it out and see just how it compares to high-end makeup and if it's safe to use. Feels normal. The foundation and face powder is going on nicely, but looking at the ingredients, we see some alarming words like talc and mica. So we went to see dermatologist Dr. Zaina Dejani to find out how safe this makeup is to use.
For example, talc. If you inhale it in large amounts, it can cause lung disease. But in makeups in small amounts, it's still considered safe.
We also noticed a lot of preservatives on the ingredient list.
Preservatives comes off as sounding like something negative, but it's actually a positive thing. Again, you don't want bacteria and fungus to be growing in your makeup.
The manufacturer who makes the Dollar General store makeup also makes celebrity makeup lines, including Drew Barrymore's Flower Beauty and big-name store brand makeup like Banana Republic. As for what changes the price,
the difference is the packaging, the celebrity endorsement, and they may put more effort into making sure that the makeup goes on elegantly onto your skin, that the pigments are more high-end, that the fragrance perhaps is more high-end, but the base ingredients really are the same.
Now back to how it applies.
This is very powdery. This is very creamy.
After application, it was time to hit the air and see how it works on camera.
First thing you probably want to reach for is aloe.
Similar to my everyday high-end makeup, the Dollar General line looked pretty good. But of course, it's all about how it wears throughout the day. 8 hours later, I am finally home from work. This makeup has lasted pretty well. For coming from the Dollar General store, I am kind of shocked at how great this makeup has held up throughout the day. Only got a little bit oily here and there, but thumbs up. As with any cosmetic product, these items can have different effects for different people. I'm Annie Taylor reporting.
And tomorrow you're going to need that sunscreen if you're going to be planning anytime by the pool. We'll have partly sunny skies there. Those temperatures 80 degrees for you at noon, 88 for the afternoon high. Best chance for some showers and storms return to the forecast late in the day Monday into Tuesday.
All right, Kyle, thank you. And thank you for joining us. We'll see you back here at 11.